I think it's really interesting. Growing up, we also had space behind the house. So I grew up, with plantain trees, with pepper, tomatoes at the back of the house and everything, which was in Lagos. But coming into Abuja, we didn't necessarily have that space, right? And the more that I engage with women, especially women in agriculture and all of that, you find that there are certain barriers that might step up to this initiative. One of those barriers is we do know that women don't necessarily have access to land, right? If we talk about women in the most rural areas, not a lot of them, I mean, they're living in very small houses. There's almost nothing to be able to put aside for farming. While it is interesting and it's one that will actually encourage, so as you were speaking in my head, I'm like, what part of my house can I start putting wood in first to plant something, right? But I think that maybe in thinking through this, this initiative can take a step further to say, in local communities, can we get communal land for women to use to be able to join this initiative? Because you find that not a lot of women have access to land. First of all, even with all of the things that are going on, some people who even had access to land don't necessarily have it anymore. A lot of people have been displaced. A lot of people have, moved houses, moved things. There's more urbanization, even in the rural areas, quite a bit now. So just like he said, there are lots of cemented areas. So can we think of ways around, bringing communal, since that is the essence, right? Feed myself and feed my family, feed my neighbor. Can we think around doing this in such a way that it becomes a more communal thing? So to encourage more women to, in a community, can we say, okay, we are giving you 1 hectare, 2 hectares, 3 hectares. How many of you in this community? Can we put these women in a cluster, and bring them together to think through farming together and farming for their communities, as opposed to farming for just, their own families and their neighbors. So I think for me, it is laudable. It's something that even I am thinking in myself, not just myself, I have to pull my daughter in somehow. But then beyond us who can't go smart farming, not every woman in the rural area can, people are thinking about the next meal to have, and if I'm going to have to get, wooden crates and all of that, that's finance. I need to be able to buy it or find it somehow, right?
Not necessarily wooden crates.
I mean, whatever it is. But I think for me, it's just maybe taking it a step further to say, can we do this? Can we turn this into a communal thing to actually feed a community, feed a local government, and just bring, because like you said, women will come out to do these things. We enjoy it. I mean, you really took me down memory lane just thinking of my childhood and how we'll go to the back and plug things up. So we will come out and do this, but can we create more opportunities for women to be more involved in initiatives? I think for me that's
yes. Okay. Let me also add to this. We are just starting, and we need to start from somewhere. And that is why we have adopted this strategy. In the past, there are some initiatives, things like Operation Feed the Nation and things like that. What we are doing is to, first of all, target the family and see how we can encourage them in subsistence farming. Operation Feed Your Neighborhood, Operation Feed Your Family. That is its target for now. So it's a step forward. We will do more. Let us see how this one goes, and at the end of the day, we see how we analyze. We process and see how we can improve on.
But she's also thinking of inclusion, so that even the women at the lowest realm, would also have opportunity to participate in the competition. Is on already.
It's on. That's what I'm saying. We cannot change the rule in the middle of the game, so we have to continue to do this.